Well, this any consumer, if you were to sell anything to humans, this works for you. If you were to sell this to machines, I can't do. None of this work, right? So, because every human, I also hear that B2B is different from B2C. Yes, the channels might differ. The principles don't change. Because end of the day, there's a human being at the other end making a decision, right? Your decision can be influenced if that person believes that there is an idea in what you have done, whether the spirit in which you making that idea into a product is there, and you manage to convey the story. Whether you're selling an aircraft to a basic, a simple snack, it covers all of that. So any organization who actually is dealing with human beings can use this as a guiding principle, as a fundamental principle. Of course, everything else, every other metrics, all the other framework, all the great tools out there just will enhance this, but it will not substitute for this, right? None of this, you can't make an average product and you can't have no spirit, but you only have a transactional mindset, and you tell poor stories, boring stories, then no amount of matrices and growth formulas and hacks is going to help you. No amount of influencers and followers is going to help you. No amount of programmatic and all those things and algorithms are going to save you. So I believe it is about. It might sound very basic, but it is about the basics, right? And if you consistently behave in this manner and hold on to this, you can grow faster than anyone in the market, because it's the truth. Eventually the consumers sniff out the genuine from the fake. It might take them some time, but they will sniff it out, right? So your job is to stick the course, right? And if your growth rate is going to be higher than, so it also depends on in the category, right? If there's a category growth, the entire average category growth rate is 15%, but you should be, if you are in this, should be doubling that, right? You should be growing at the highest, right? And more importantly, like the examples that I've said earlier, you will build such a strong moat around you that no amount of big budgets can shake you from that position, right? When you build that kind of a moat, like what Nike built, for that matter, Apple built, right? Once you've done that and you consistently deliver, no amount of big budgets can take you off from that. So it's the cheapest strategy is to have a genuine, sincere plan. See, I would say that I'm not a great believer of frameworks. Okay? Frameworks emerge because somebody's success parameters or formula can't be replicated with somebody else. But there are some, as I call, table stakes that you need to bring in, right? Hygiene. Bring the hygiene in terms of having a foolproof process, having certain financial discipline, having a sense of customer focus, all of that. You could bring, that's all table stakes. I would urge, and I believe growth comes from deeply investing in understanding what your customer truly care about. Okay, so to begin with, I will ask the question: who do you want to have a relationship with, right? As a customer, right? If your answer is anyone and everyone, or rather, it would be the same answer from your competitor, then there is nothing distinct and differentiated about you. And the second question is, we can really answer the question that what do they truly care about? That comes from your deep understanding of what do they want, right? Because otherwise, if you ask customers let's take the controversial thing, fairness screen, you will get the standard 3-4 answers that every woman will tell you who is a consumer of a fairness screen. And if you were to make a fairness screen based on those answers, you will be out of the market in no time, right? But if you truly understand what does she care about, does she even want a fairness screen, right? What is it that she's seeking with that cream? If you can invest in that, that will help you come up with a better idea of a product itself, right? As I mentioned earlier, the idea. Then the spirit in which you will deliver that idea, okay, is the second aspect of it. That is what do you need to do to actually build that relationship, right? It is about, if it's about transaction, okay, I want X number of units, or X tons of, volume of product to move, then it is a transaction. If you really want to have a relationship, then you will have a spirit in which you deliver that product, right? And in a way in which you tell that story, and which will be more heartfelt, will be more true, so that it resonates with the customer. It will resonate with the customer, and customer gets you well. Despite all the lack of money that you have and your competitors' giant ad budgets and digital dominance and all of that, if you truly express yourself based on a deep understanding of the consumer, that consumer gets it, and then a relationship gets built. This is the beginning of every growth story. Your only job is to never let the guard down on this, never compromise on this idea. Continue to do this. Keep innovating in your ideas. Keep the spirit on and tell better stories. That's it.